Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, my dear students, and welcome to our science class. At the beginning, I want you to look at these pictures and tell me, what do you see? Excellent. These are different kinds of plants. What about these pictures? These are different kinds of animals. Bravo. And as you know, plants and animals are living things. Scientists classified living things into groups according to similarities and differences between them, right? Now, in this lesson, we're going to talk about plants. We're going to talk about parts of plants and their functions. Let's begin with this picture here. These are plants, right? I'm going to ask you a question now. What is a plant? What is a plant? A plant is a living thing. It grows on land or in water, and it cannot move from one place to another. It cannot move from one place to another. Plants have needs. They have needs. They need water, they need air, light, and soil. So again, plants need certain things to live. They need water, air, sunlight, and soil, which provides nutrients. What is a nutrient? A nutrient is a substance that living things need to survive and grow. Again, a nutrient is a substance that living things need to survive and grow. Now, look at this picture. What do plants need in order to grow and survive? As we said, they need water, they need sunlight, they need air, they need soil to absorb nutrients. They need water, oxygen to breathe, carbon dioxide and sunlight to make its own food. So again, what do plants need in order to grow and survive? They need water, air, sunlight, and soil. Like animals and other living things, plants are made of cells. Now, what is a cell? A cell is the smallest and most basic unit of a living thing. As you see in this picture, these are the cells. These are cells, plant cells. Okay? Now, plants have parts. All plants have three main parts: root, stem, and leaf. They have parts that help them get the things they need to stay alive: root, stem, leaf. Now, as we mentioned before, plants cannot move from place to place to find food and water like animals can. So, how do plants meet their needs? They have parts that help them get the things they need to stay alive. Now, as we mentioned before, they have three main parts: root, stem, leaves. Root, it takes in water and nutrients and provides support for the plant. Stem, it holds up the leaves and carries water and nutrients through the plant. A leaf collects sunlight and gases from the air and uses them to make food for the plant. This is the shortcut. This is the short version. Now, I'm gonna talk about each part in details, okay? We're gonna start with the root. We're gonna start with the roots. Now, usually you don't see the roots of the plant because they grow under the ground. They grow under the ground. Now, what are the functions of the root? Functions mean job. What is the job of roots? The first job, as you can notice in this picture, is to hold the plant in place, to fix it into the soil, okay? Now, the second job or the second function, as you can see here, it absorbs water and nutrients from the soil. It takes in, absorbs means takes in water and nutrients from the soil. Now, the third function, sometimes roots store food for the plant, like carrots, radish, turnips, and beets. These are roots. These are roots, and we can eat them too. So, 3 functions for the roots: hold the plant in place into the soil, take in water and nutrients from the soil. Sometimes roots store food. Sometimes roots store food for the plant. Now, there are kinds of roots that we can eat. Like radish, like beets, like turnips, like carrots. Now, to the second part, we're going to talk about stem. Now, stem contains small tubes. It contains small tubes. Okay, first I'm gonna say that stems hold up the leaves to collect sunlight. The second function is to carry water and nutrients throughout the plants. These are the tubes. These tubes carry water and nutrients throughout the plant. Look at this picture. These are sugar canes. And these are cactus. Now, some stems, such as sugar cane, they can store food. In the cactus plant, the stems store water. So, 2 functions for the stem: hold up the leaves and carry water and nutrients throughout the plant. Now, sometimes stems can store food like sugar cane, and some stems can store water like cactus. Can we eat kinds of stems? Yes, of course. We can eat celery stalks, and asparagus. These are examples of stems eaten by people. Leaf. The leaf is the part of the plant that makes food. It takes sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, and makes its own food. The food of the plant, or the food for the plant, is sugar. Okay? Leaves take in sunlight and air and use them to make sugar. The sugar is the food for the plant. Now look at this picture here. The spines on a cactus are leaves, these spines. And the needles of a pine tree are leaves too, these needles. Can you see them? Now, we might eat the leaves of some plants such as lettuce, spinach, and cabbages. Lettuce, spinach, and cabbages. Again, leaf is the third part of the plant. The leaf function is to make food. It takes in sunlight and air and use them to make sugar. The sugar is the food for the plant. Now, different types of plants usually have differently shaped leaves, like the spine of a cactus, the needles of a pine, and this leaf here for a plant. I don't know what kind of a plant, but as you can see, they are different. We might eat leaves of some plants such as lettuce, spinach, and cabbage. Now, how plants meet needs. How plants meet their needs. As you know, they have parts that help them get the things they need to stay alive. The things that they need: water, nutrients from the soil, air, sunlight. Look at the short video here. Roots take in water and nutrients from the soil. Stems carry the water and nutrients to the leaves and other parts of the plant. Leaves use sunlight, water, and air to make sugar. This is how plants meet their needs, through their parts.